ntse di harologanyeng mme tsa bohelo tse neng di taga di tsile di le 15 mme ra tshwara ba belaelwa ba ka nna ba nne mo go tsone yo mongwe wa bothano na a sia re santse re ntse re le mo patong ya gagwe re tsoditsa gone ko kgaolong ya Zaoga re di ithetse mo masakeng a le mabedi batho ba 4 ba re ba tshwereng ke ba ba amanang lone masaka onea.
Cases of stock theft in the Reikops area are a concern to the police.
Bogodu ja boloruo bo bontsi thata ha ke lebelela hela go tswa mo kgweding ya January 2025 go goroga gompieno re le mo kgweding ya April kgwedi hela ya bo 4 re setse re nnile le leruo le re setse re kile ra le tsana mo go rona e ka nna about 75. Dithotomiso tsa rona di kgonne go supa gore ditshipitse ga se ditshipitse di tshela ke namane tse dinyenyane ba di thaolela mo dikgomong kana mo go bo mmatsone be ba di ruela ko di sna matshwao ba di tshipitsone tse di ka skeng di kgone go tracewa gore ba re ha setse di godile di na le dinamane ba kgone go nna le tsa bone tse di ka skeng di thole di nna le dipotso.
Due to the public outcry that stock theft cases take long to be concluded in courts, Superintendent Machete says they are trying to address the situation.
Re setse re itemogetse gore go na le batho ba tsamayang ka dipitsi mo motsengo le mo merakeng dikulogile mo tswa Reikops ba tsamaya ba palama dipitsi ba apere dikhupaheto o bona mathohela so ke dikgantse leng gore re di emetse ka dinao re ba setse morago ya no ntse re ditsentse ha customary court gore gongwe le gone re nne re thuse re hokotse workload ya ko ga Maka strata gore re di hehose ka gore boamaru re dingongora go di dintsi tsa gore di kgang di reportiwa ko go rona mme ga di tswelele.
Superintendent Machete appreciated the commitment of some cattle farmers who have been volunteering in assisting the police in the fight against stock theft, which has led to the arrest of some criminals in the area. Sebastian Tebogo, BTV News, Reikops.
On the last day of the Easter holiday, the Department of Road Transport and Safety, meaning the Palape bus rank, say they have worked positively with bus operators and commuters to ensure that there is smooth traveling to different places around the country. The police say the cooperation has made it possible for travelers to journey back to different places without any problems. Gabriel Meriki with more.
The Department of Road Transport and Safety in Palape say they have experienced no trouble from the public and transport operators alike, heading to different places around the country. The regional manager has applauded bus operators as they have managed to check all buses to ensure they are fully compliant and roadworthy.
Our
cooperation with the bus operators has been positive. We have not experienced any problems so far. We have seen more commuters traveling to Gaborone than any other places, but the buses are available. We have not experienced any shortage. Some buses have went for chase services to different places. We expect them to return today to help manage those crowds who are building up. Commiters and bus operators say the traveling has been slightly manageable, barring few crowding here and there. I have not experienced any difficulties because the passengers are still manageable. I expect it to increase as the day goes on, but the cooperation has been smooth. I started my journey in Seleka. It was okay until I got here at Palape bus rank. I'm heading to Gaborone and we are still here queuing for transport. Those traveling back to different places have been complimented for having obeyed the laws of the road well. Gabriel Meregi, BTV News, Palape.
Meanwhile, the Tamaga Police Station Commander Superintendent Moses Kwarare says they have arrested a 58-year-old driver to assist them in the investigation of a fatal road accident that claimed the life of a Tamaga woman. In an interview with BTV News, Superintendent Kwarare stated that this year's Easter holidays were calm as compared to last year's. However, Superintendent Kwarare commended residents of his policing area, which covers Tamaga, Khakhatla, Mankhodi, Kubung and Kumakwani villages for their good conduct during the Easter holiday, emphasizing that such conduct greatly helped reduce criminal activities. He further urged motorists to drive with caution and abide by traffic rules, especially that a lot of people are expected to travel back from the holidays. While still there, Molepolole Police Station Commander Superintendent Jacob Malapong says the police have not recorded any major criminal activities this Easter holiday as compared to last year. However, he expressed concern over 2 fatal accidents that occurred during the holidays. In an interview with BTV News, Superintendent Malapong urges motorists to be vigilant and to rest when they are fatigued to avoid accidents. Now, in Kan, the police have arrested 3 Botswana male citizens aged between 17 and 20 years in connection with a bar burglary and breaking-in case where goods valued at 6,228 pula were stolen. Kam Police Station Commander Superintendent Lesedi Solomon says the police received a report and started investigations where the police arrested 3 men who were found in possession of stolen items including music mixer, alcohol and swiping machine. Superintendent Lesedi noted that upon arrest, the suspect had other goods suspected to have been stolen from other business premises in the village.
The culprits will be taken to the magistrate court on Tuesday. The stolen goods have been identified by their owners. This situation is troubling us. I urge parents to report when they see their kids in possession of goods they do not know about. I also encourage the business owners to employ security guards and install alarms. Now, my message to the youth is that they should know that there is nothing to rip on stealing.
You are still watching BTV News. Thank you for staying with us. Now moving on. Gumare residents have been requested to cooperate with health officials to prevent the spread of malaria in the Okavango region. This was said by the Assistant Minister of Health, Mr. Lorenzo Kiditse, updating a Kota meeting in Gumare on the malaria situation in their region. Tiny Sukudu with more.
Ministry of Health has recently released a report indicating that malaria has emerged in some areas of the northern part of the country, and it started in the Okavango region. It has been noted that this disease had spread to other areas like Ngami, Khanti, Chobe and Tutume, amongst others. Assistant Minister in the Ministry of Health, Mr. Wokiditse, said cooperation between residents and the government may help to fight this disease.
Kotare re go leka gore re tsolopanye re leke gore ro ke tse re ntse re di dira bona malaria mme ke kopa gore ha bana ba rona ba tla go malapeng ba tla go gasa melemo tla be ke dira gore malaria a se ka ana mathata monang o se ka wa nna montsi le be le dira gore le ba letelle ba tsena mo malapeng ra itse gore ba bangwe ba re nya Residents
also pointed to the inefficiency of the community and health officials to mitigate the crisis.
ha o tla bula ba le mona ya le nkgela
batho ba ba gasa monna ba re goleha gore re gana go bula matu
hela ha o malaria o bua ka sepatela ke se taka ba diri le dirisiwa gore ba te ba kgone gore thusa mo malaria
ha o tsela hante motho sa ta utona go sprayile montu o ta go dobola.
Meanwhile, Gumare residents requested the government to build a primary hospital offering all specialties, citing that it's costly to travel to Maung and Francistown for some medical services. Taini Tsukudu, BTV News, Gumare.
The Massa horse race not only showcased thrilling competition, but also provided a major boost for local small businesses as vendors and entrepreneurs seized the opportunity to make a killing by selling products and services. Maratha Kaisara reports.
Dozens of local artisans, food vendors and craft sellers set up stores at the event, attracting both spectators and international visitors. From handmade jewelry to traditional cuisine, the race became a hub for economic activity beyond the track.
We import hats from Australia, China, and the US, and sell back in Kenya and now extend in Kenya. Today it has been good for us. We're going to come back again.
I've been here since morning. Always have this morning. But so far I can tell you that we're having very good business actually. And it's a very good platform for our business to be well known. Because like at the one meets
we are here at the Wingate Hotel. We're already something and business has been good so far.
We are here to sell food at Wingate Hotel. Business has been good so far. We sold all our food and we are now left with drinks only. We had wished to buy a bigger store because we have a lot of equipment and food to sell.
Lacking a film, but we managed to like this. Next time,
I printed a t-shirt written as Mau Samidupi horse racing. This motto, mostly I was motivated by the size and the performance of Western Bypass from the previous races. Because the
Maung East MP who attended the race praised the initiative, emphasizing that supporting such events helps empower local businesses and stimulate the regional economy. We really appreciate your social corporate responsibility of supporting small-scale businesses in our area. It is a very kind act that I believe will improve local businesses. With plans to expand next year's event, organizers hope to further integrate small businesses into festivities, ensuring Massa Horse Race benefits not just sport but the entire community. Maratha Kaisara, BTV News, Samidupi.
The Elohim Christian Church turned a new page at this year's Easter celebrations under the leadership of Archbishop Dr. Sekai Jacoba. Hundreds of congregants witnessed the transformation during the Easter celebrations at the church headquarters in Tsetsejwe. Karabo Mulusi reports.
The ordination ceremony of these 4 bishops and their assistants is the manifestation of the resolutions endorsed at the Elohim Christian Church Conference held in February 2025. They are entrusted with the duties of administration operations, governance, pastoral care, and spiritual and prophecy, respectively.
Diphetogo tsa rona di supa jalo santa pele ne di supa maemo gore a eme jang.
The objective of the transformation strategy was to address the loopholes in our structures to optimize our operations. These bishops are expected to lead the transformation and ensure that it's implemented. I would like to applaud the Eloy Christian Church for embracing the need to capacitate the pastors with knowledge and taking a step further by enrolling over 50 to learn. The church has established a church council, new constitution, and the men and women committees, while new policies are work in progress. These efforts were recognized as positive contribution to the development agenda of the country. As the government, we acknowledge that everyone has a right to pray or associate with any church of their choice. Therefore, as the government, we commit to respect this right and uphold it by making suitable laws.
Puso ya lehatshe la Botswana e ne ya tšhentšha maloba. Ke tsaya gore ha re riana
The administration of government changed recently. I believe that in a way we are praying for them to manage the resources of the nation accordingly. We also pray for the opposition to perform its role diligently without any hidden agenda. As the Easter celebrations eve gears towards a wrap, Eloy Christian Church congregants from the 238 branches across the country and South Africa are expected to embrace the transformation while awaiting the government's response in addressing the hurdles such as tendering for land allocation and high rates of leases. Karabo Mulusi, BTV News, Tsitsijwe.
And now in international news, the head of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis, has died at the age of 88. The Vatican announced the death of the Argentina-born Francis today. Pope Francis, who has led the world's 1.3 billion Roman Catholics since 2013, has been in increasingly poor health and physical pain, using a wheelchair or cane for more than a year after undergoing several operations, including major stomach surgery. The Vatican announced on February 18 that he has developed pneumonia in both lungs and his condition remained complex. At the time, he had been suffering from a respiratory infection for more than a week and was admitted to Rome's Gemelli Hospital on February 14th. South Africa has approved the trial of two apartheid-era police officers for their involvement in the 1982 assassination of 3 student activists. Until now, no individual has been held accountable for the crime of apartheid. The case centers around 3 young freedom fighters killed in an explosion in 1982. The victims were part of a resistance movement opposed to the apartheid regime, which enforced white-only rule and domination over the black majority. Experts say the trial could open the door for others. Also this week, South Africa reopened an investigation into the death of Albert Luthuli, a former leader of the African National Congress and Nobel Peace Prize laureate who was killed in 1967. The prosecuting authority seeks to have the findings of previous inquest into Luthuli overturned. And now in DRC, Congolese authorities have suspended the party of former President Joseph Kabila. An Interior Ministry statement justified the ban on the People's Party for Reconstruction and Democracy and accused Kabila of overt activism. It is said that the 53-year-old has been reluctant to condemn M23, the rebel group controlling North and South Kivu provinces. The DRC government has accused Kabila in a self-imposed exile since 2023 until Friday of supporting separatist armed rebellion in the country's east. Kabila, who ruled DRC until 2019, made a low-key return to the country Friday. He arrived in the rebel-held city of Goma through Rwanda. Weeks before his return, Kabila said he wanted to make a contribution to peace in DRC without elaborating how days ago. DRC security forces raided 2 properties belonging to Kabila, a farm east of Kinshasa and compound in the capital. The raids were confirmed by the Kabila family spokesperson. There has been no word from the party on its suspension. Well, it is time for Sport News. Tato Kosimure on standby.
Thank you, Ulibile Samoka. This is the last lap of Botswana Tonight sports segment with me, Tato Khosimura. Thank you for staying with us. And here is our leading story. Motokwe-based Western Bypass is this year's 2,400 meters champion after finishing first at the Massa Grand Horse Race, which was held in Maung on Saturday. Western Bypass, owned by Taimon Kilibeng, had 30-year-old Solomon Nduram as the jockey, who won 30,000 pula in grand prize, whereas its jockey walked away with 3,000 pula. Marta Kaisara reports.
Western Bypass, a regular winner in the thoroughbred category, was followed by Otis Koshipati's Imperial Ruby from Namibia in second position. Imperial Ruby got 20,000 pula, while its jockey David Cobram was rewarded with 2,000 pula. Third position went to Salvano from Hunting, who got away with 10,000 pula, while its owner and jockey John Pierre got 1,000 pula reward. The gold, silver and copper medals were allocated to the first, second and third grand race places respectively. Participants, supporters and organizers, amongst them the Minister of Sports and Arts Jacob Kilibeng, had this to say about the competition. Going forward, what we can do is make sure this event becomes sustainable and progresses. Sponsors come on board. We want to thank more especially Sunbed that showed a lot of support to this event for a new company. I come from Motokwe. I'm Western Bypass jockey. It is performing really well as usual.
But overall, as a sponsor, I think we have achieved what we wanted to achieve with this event. Everything went well, everything was great. Even the track for the horses, I don't remember any accidents being reported here. So we're quite excited as Sunbet. We hope that going forward, this is the beginning of bigger and better things.
Western Passers and other horses. Mela khulwe thing ha ja ka lo bonye re setse rena le bo masa Sunbet e setse lone e tsere karolo ya go ta go support this race. The mascombo ene tsere karolo ya go ta go support this race. Le ba Ministry of Sports and Arts, the Honorable Minister Jacob Kilibeng, the Ministry was here and the Honorable Minister was here also. So tota re khona go bona gore integrated of the private sector and the government.
Meanwhile, in other races, Sambuga from Motokwe won the 1,000-meter crossbreed race, walking away with 10,000 pula. While second position went to Chili Bite from Mutagani, who was rewarded with 7,000 pula, whereas third position went to Mama Africa from Maung, who won 5,000 pula. Mareta Gaisara, BTV Sport, Samidu B.
Moving on, the Minister of International Relations, Dr. Penyo Butalem, has affirmed the importance of sporting codes such as horse racing in promoting sport tourism by attracting spectators who come to enjoy the race and unique culture and diverse natural wonders of a particular locality. The minister said this at the first Mopakoma Ranch Annual Horse Race Challenge held at Kanaku near Mabusane recently. Emmanuel Rapua.
The race was categorized into various distances, starting with 800 meters and ending with the main race, the 2,400 meters race. The race only featured indigenous horse breeds and excluded crossbred in order to empower the locals.
Selo se sa metshameko ke so se leng gore ga se hela go itshidila le gore batho ba helele ba ele gore ba itekanetse.
Sport is not only for physical fitness, but it has a key component of sport tourism which has enormous value to the locals and our aim is for this horse race to grow significantly.
Ha motho wa ga o simologa o kwala gore ke batla go ya go Grand Prix ya gore ke batla go ya go mabelong ale ke batla go lebella Champions League ke batla go lebella sele maikelo ke gone gore mabelo a tshwana lone a gole a gore ke gone ho banni ba ka kono tota.
I organized this horse race after realizing that our local communities have a rich culture, hidden traditions and values which, if packaged well, can bring a fortune for them.
Sebopego sa thotloetso e ntsenyana se ngoka bogoyi botlhela le bojanala nka e ba jalo.
This horse race has great potential in attracting tourists and other businesses.
Di supiwa jalo ke ra leruo le tse dingwe jalo go tla bitsa le bone ba kgwebi ra ba rotloetsa ra ba laletsa gore ba nne teng.
Penyoloba from the DRC horse stable rode Messi 10 from Dutre village to emerge the winner of the grand race, which challenged the jockey to dig deep and test the stamina and endurance of the horse.
2 kilometers, lebelo 2 kilometers.
Ke kopanye le mantšana yo go tswa ka tshikwana ke mbitsa ke re tja ntsenye mbatsho me so shiria yo shishinte ke eletsa go gola ke golela pele.
The race ended with a prize giving ceremony where the winner got 4,000 puller prize money. The race is expected to be an annual crowd puller to entertain horse race lovers in Kanaku and neighboring villages. Emmanuel Rapua, BTV Sport, Kanaku.
And in conclusion, South African tennis player Willem de Waal has been crowned the J60 Gaborone champion after outclassing compatriot Maxime Mihek in straight sets 6-4, 6-3 in an exciting boys final played at the National Tennis Centre. Komzwa Sefako have the details.
The final was an intense battle earlier on, with both players locked at 3-3 in the first set, but de Waal turned up the heat, breaking Mahek's serve in a pivotal 7th game before sealing the set 6-4. The second set was all about de Waal's dominance. He stormed to a 3-love lead and never looked back, wrapping up the match in style with a 6-3 victory to lift the title.
No, I think it was a good match. It was intense, like you said. I started off good, 2-love lead. And then it was 4-3 down, 30-love down, and I managed to come back. So I think it was a great match, and yeah, the scoreline doesn't say it all, but I think it was a bit tougher than the scoreline, but it was good. I think my head was strong, so I'm impressed that I didn't back down. I always stayed in the point, always try to give myself another opportunity. So yeah, but I'm very satisfied with how I played, and yeah, it was a good match.
It was tough. It was good though. Could have been a bit better in terms of my physicality. I felt a bit tired, but apart from that, the opponent played really well. He was also struggling a bit, but he played well in the crucial points, and yeah, good match overall. Botswana, one of my favorite countries to play at. Courts really quick, which suit my game. I do enjoy playing here. I also enjoy playing in the heat, but today was a bit colder, so the ball was a bit slower, which didn't really suit the game. But apart from that, I enjoy playing here.
In the girls' finals, also featured two South Africans. Top seed Alicia Taylor faced a fierce challenge from second seed Allegra van der Walt. However, it was Taylor who took charge from the onset, repeatedly breaking van der Walt's serve to build a 4-1 advantage before closing out the set 6-3. Despite leading 3-1 in the second set, Taylor momentarily lost focus, allowing van der Walt back into the match as they reached 5-4. However, the 18-year-old Taylor regained her composure, powering through the 10th game to seal the victory with a 6-4 win.
Very good. I felt like I set up my points very well, and towards the end I was 5-2 up, but then I got a bit stressed because she came 5-4. But then luckily I was 4-love up in that game and I could take it. I got a bit stressed, so my potential went a bit down. I'm going to Europe soon, in July or June, but yeah, we'll see how it goes from there.
In the first set, I would have been up 4-3 on her to break her serve, but sadly I lost that point. I hit an up ball, so yeah, that's where the match changed and that's where I lost.
The week-long J60 tennis tournament now sets the stage for the upcoming Botswana Open Championship scheduled for June. Khomozo Sefako, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
That's all we had for you from Botswana Tonight sports segment on Easter Monday evening. Thank you for being part of us. Before we part ways, a recap of our leading stories.
Bus operators and commuters commended for cooperation during the Easter holiday. Pope Francis has died.
And in sport, Western Bypass is this year's 2,400 meters champion of Massa Grand Horse Race.
And that is all the news we had for you this Monday. Do stay with us. Weather is up next.
Good evening and warm welcome to tonight's weather forecast brought to you by Lydia Wadukhomo. Let's take a look at the rainfall amount recorded this morning. Makafis Rasboda Post 16 millimeters, Tsabo Meteorological Station 4 millimeters, Matswero Wildlife Camp 3 millimeters, Boxspitz Agromet Station 2 millimeters. Looking at the current satellite image, clouds are visible over most parts of the country. Tomorrow, we're expecting partly cloudy conditions over the entire country with possibility of isolated thunderstorms over Hansi, Kalahari, southern southeast Gauteng and Kwenin districts. In the morning, we're expecting warm temperatures over Ngamile and Chobe and northern central between 16 and 17 degrees Celsius. Over the remaining areas, we're expecting mild temperatures between 12 and 15 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, we're expecting warm temperatures over the entire country, ranging between 27 and 31 degrees Celsius. Now the forecast for Wednesday and Thursday over southern southeast Gauteng, Kwenin, we're expecting scattered thundershowers on Wednesday, while on Thursday we're expecting fairly widespread thundershowers. With mild temperatures in the afternoon on Wednesday, while on Thursday we're expecting cold temperatures. Khansi district we're expecting scattered thundershowers on both Wednesday and Thursday with mild temperatures in the afternoons. Over Kalahari district we're expecting scattered thundershowers on Wednesday, while on Thursday we're expecting isolated thundershowers with mild temperatures in the afternoons on Wednesday, while on Thursday we're expecting cold temperatures. Chobe and Ngamile district we're expecting isolated thundershowers on Wednesday, while on Thursday we're expecting scattered thundershowers with warm temperatures on Wednesday, while on Thursday we're expecting mild temperatures in the afternoons. Central and Northeast we're expecting isolated thundershowers on Wednesday, while on Thursday we're expecting scattered thundershowers with warm temperatures on Wednesday, while on Thursday we're expecting cold temperatures over Northeast and Southern Central, while over Northern Central we're expecting mild temperatures in the afternoon on Thursday. That's the weather forecast. Good night.
Thank you for staying with us. Now, recently, the Botswana Public Service College signed a memorandum of understanding with the